All right. Let me share my screen. All right, I'm gonna give people a few minutes to get on. All right, so we got the chat going. Everybody see my screen? Give some people some minutes to get on. That's the Zoom ID. I just put it on the chat. You guys can have it. Cash App. Okay, cool. Hold on. Cash App. Let me see. Let me see. Cash App. Cash App. Let's go. Let's go. Cash App. What hour was it? Was it on the 1 hour? Cash App. What was your price at 06 1 hour or 65.71? 65. Wait. Yeah, we're actually doing that. We're putting the log together. Given like another week, we're going to have a log so you guys can see at the end of the week. 076765159. 076155959. Okay, hold on. Let me get this now. Let me look at this. I'm assuming it's right here. That's the one right here. Chico, boom. The 450 did cross right here. The 450 cross right here. Right here, the 450 cross. So right here, when the 450 cross, this next teacup was going to be no good. You want to see, the thing is, for example, when the 450 cross, you want to give it some breathing room. Cross right here. Yeah, that's 15 pips. That's gonna. You want to give it some breathing room when it cross. Like, you want to at least give it 25 to 30 pips of some space, you know, because when the 450 cross like this, yeah, even if it formed after a cross, remember, when they get separation like this, when they get some separation like this, it's gonna go up. You're basically, it's gonna go up. So you want to give it some breathing room, even if it goes up, comes back down, but you still see that the 4, right, even when it came back down, was still over the 50, a good distance. So that means it's just gonna continue to go up. Nah, you want to give it, listen, me, I want to give it at least 40 to 50 pips, 35 minimum, to give it some space to run, especially when you see some separation like this. When you see this type of separation, you know, you already know that it's going to start going up. When you see this type of separation right here, see this type of separation right here, you know it's bound to keep going up for a little bit. So you want to give it some room to breathe. Yes, you see the separation right here, you know, even if it forms a teacup, that's still, it's not enough space. Not enough space. Not enough room for it to breathe. Got to give it time to breathe. We want to give it some time to breathe. So that's something that I would suggest that you know, you do. Even if it formed a teacup right after, but it only formed a teacup 15 pips from where it crossed. So that right there, you know, well, you know what, that's yeah, you get in the teacup on the pink ones. Now understand, before you even use the scanner, you gotta know the pattern, you gotta know the rules of this strategy. Because if you're gonna come into the scanner just trying to take calls, you're gonna lose a lot. Right? You're gonna lose a lot for the simple fact that you need to know what's going on. You need to know if there's news coming out. You need to know the 4 and the 50 in correlation to the teacup that you're taking. You need to know if that price in the past was a strong support, strong resistance. Let's look at this number in the past. Okay, here, strong resistance. Let's look in the past. Looks like a strong support here. Stop here. That is, I'm waiting on Jason Brown to give me the okay on that. Yeah, we're gonna have that. That's something that will be added hopefully this week. We're working on the email notifications right now. We're working on the email notifications as we speak to have that out to you this week. So now you guys can, you know, instead of coming to the scanner when they're, you know, looking for teacups, you're gonna get an email notification with the email that you already got in your profile on IML. So you will be getting that this week. Hopefully that'll be up this week. The notes also could be up by this week. Well, this week is already Thursday, but should be up by maybe this weekend. The notes, the basic rules, the things that I look at when it comes to a teacup, those are going to be on the scanner. So trust me, I'm making sure those will get on the scanner. Now, for example, right? I'm gonna give you a good example of a good teacup right here. This is a good teacup right here. This is a good teacup right here. Why? Because the 4 and the 50, what happened with the 4 and the 50? What did they do? The 4 and 50 did what? What did the 4 and 50 just do? Look. They cross, right? So you know now, when this comes up to hit this teacup target, this is a good target. Because the 4 still should be under the 50 and it still should be going on a downtrend. So that's a good teacup to take right here. Let me see if there's any news. Let's make sure there's no news. Hold on. Forex Factory. There's CAD News 8:30, but it's a yellow folder, so it's not high impact news. Yeah, there's not high impact news until tonight. There's not high impact news. Yeah, so it's on a downtrend. So this is a good teacup to take right here. So let's take this teacup. We're gonna take this teacup on CAD. But wait, hold on. That's another thing. This right here, this website you guys have to have. This lets you know the currency pairs. Hold on. This lets you know the strength of the currency pairs. See, yesterday the dollar was really high. Right now the Australian pairs is strong. CAD is weak right now. CAD and the dollar is weak. So let's see. Chef is strong. So you know what? That's a good teacup. So right here also, everybody sees the screen, right? Everybody can see my screen? Can you see the currency pair strength meter screen? Okay, so right now you see that what pair is strong right now? Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, GBP is a little bit strong, Euro, CAD and the dollar is weak right now. CAD and the dollar is weak. So this teacup right here is a good teacup. So let's take this teacup right here. Well, the more bars it has, the stronger it is. The more bars it has, see, this is strong right now. This is very strong. Because if you're going with a, see, you got to know this, Ivan. If you're going with this teacup right now, if you're going with this teacup right here, CAD, Swiss francs, you know CAD is weak and Swiss francs is strong. So that means that there's a good possibility that this teacup right here with CAD and Swiss, which CAD is weak right now, is going to trigger and hit your take profit if it doesn't continue to go down now. If it comes back up to the sell limit, good possibility. Let me see. Let's see. Even better. Still strong. Still way stronger. Still way stronger. So more confirmation that, you know what? I'm going to take this teacup right here. This is a good teacup for me to take. So CAD Swiss, let's take that teacup. CAD Swiss, this is right now. When you're taking a teacup, that means that you're going with the pair on the right hand side. You're basically saying that the pair on the right hand side is stronger than the pair on the left hand side. That's what you're basically saying. The pair on the right hand side is stronger than the pair on the left. No, this is not market execution. This is a sell limit, guys. Look at it. It says sell limit. Where does it say market execution? Every teacup is a sell limit. See here, it says sell limit. That's why I wrote sell limits. Come on, guys. You got to use common sense here. I wrote sell limit so you know what you're putting in. It doesn't say market execution. It says sell limit. All teacups are sell limits. If you don't know the fundamentals of trading, you should not be trading the scanner. You shouldn't be trading at all until you learn the fundamentals of just Forex. You got to know what sell limits are. You got to know what support resistance. You got to know if wherever you're going to put whenever you put an order in, whenever you put any type of order in, right? You must know if that order you put in, whether it's a market execution buy or sell, you need to know the trend of the markets, where the markets is going. So this is a simple strategy. Once you know the fundamentals of trading, this is the easiest strategy you can pick up. But you still got to know the basics of trading. You just can't come in here and trade without knowing the regular basics of trading. If you don't know what the currency pair on the right hand side or left hand side means, then you need to go IMO Academy and go through basics 1 through 4, and I think all that is covered. You got to do your part too. You can't just expect the scanner to make you millions of dollars. You still got to know what you're doing, because the scanner is only a robot. I keep telling people, scanner's a robot. It's going to be wrong sometimes. It's going to be right a lot of times. But if you know what you're doing, the scanner should be 80, 90% right for you. People ask me, how come you win in teacups and sometimes I don't win teacups? Because you don't either know the rules of teacups or you're not expanding your knowledge of trading. You know, you don't know the knowledge of you should be knowing what news is coming out. You should know, especially when it comes to teacups, the 4 and the 50. You should know what currency pairs are weak or strong. That's just overall trading. That doesn't even have to do nothing with Gold Cup. That's just you trading in general. You have to know when you're putting in a trade, when you're putting in a trade from your analysis, you have to know what currency pairs are weak at the moment, what news is coming out. If news has come out in the last few days, what is it saying about the currency pair? Like I go to investing.com, that gives you great analysis of the news and lets you know exactly what was going on with the news. This is live. This is live right now, and it's being recorded. Things like that you have to know. You just can't come into trading and think you're gonna make money. That like you can, but you can't, because there's only so long that can take you. You have to know the knowledge. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out because she's saying that all this news is high impact. So we're gonna have to we're still changing, making improvements on it. We're still making improvements on it. So you know, like everything it is, um, yeah, investors.com. So you gotta know, like I'm making this easy for you guys. Like for example, if you don't know if you're doing a market execution and sell limit, then you shouldn't be here right now taking trades. You should be here learning from me, but you shouldn't be here taking trades because you should know that this, I even wrote this for you guys, sell limit, so you guys can know what you're doing. Right now, right? A teacup basically is a bullish, bearish, lower low or lower high pattern, right? So you see the bullish, bearish, there's a lower low. Once you see that, you come here, take your horizontal line, place it at the body of the bullish and bearish candlestick, giving you your sell limit price, right? So when you see a bullish, bearish, lower low or lower high, which your third candle is your confirmation candle, that's the setup. Bring your horizontal line at the body, and that gives you your sell limit price. That's what a teacup is. So you should know already before anything, oh, you know what? Teacups are sell limits. I don't know why it does that. Yeah. Teacups are sell limits. That you should know off the bat. Teacups are sell limit. You should know that the 4 and the 50, when they cross, give it some room. Give it some. You see this type of, when you see this type of gap between the 4 and the 50 on its way up, just give it some room to breathe so it could go up. I'm sorry, I mean, when you use the Forex Factory, it has a way to filter out the non. Well, remember, guys, this is not Forex Factory. This is a scanner. Just putting this stuff on a scanner isn't just one, two, three. So you got to understand, it looks easy to do, but it's not easy to do. You know, if it was easy to do, all this would be done in one day. It takes a while. It takes programming. It takes hours, codes. You know, you guys think that I could just boom, you know, put it in and then that's it. No, I have to put it in, see how it works, and try to configure it. Just like I did at the beginning with these teacups. Now you see the wording on the teacups. You see the 4 and the 50. Sell limit here. You see the teacups on the side, letting you know which ones are in progress, which ones are already triggered. Now you see the news. It takes time, but I'm making this so you guys can be more profitable in taking the scanner. You know, I want you guys to be very profitable. My goal is to make anywhere, honestly, my goal is to have 2,500 to 5,000 six-figure earners off the scanner by December 31st, 2019, right? That's my goal. So I'm doing everything that I can to help you guys with the scanner, but you got to do your part. Yeah, you got to use common sense. Like some people just want to come in here and just make money. If it was like this, then everybody would be rich, guys. You still have to use common sense. You still have to learn the strategy, which I'm putting on. I'm putting the basic rules of the strategy in the scanner. You're gonna have like a little notepad. You're gonna have a notepad with the 4 and the 50, letting you know. Listen, when the 4 and the 50 cross, next teacup, is invalid, whether the scanner calls it or not. It's invalid. Be careful. Let it breathe. Things like that I'm putting on to make it, much easier for you guys to be successful. So you just got to give me some time. I got some good news too. You guys want to hear some good news? You guys want to hear some good news? So with the success of Gold Cup, and we already have over 30,000 people using Gold Cup, what we're gonna do is, because we're still doing some changes, and they were doing some changes to the back office. Gold Cup was supposed to be upgraded next Thursday, the 25th. It was a 30-day free trial, but we are extending it to November 15th. So November 15th is when you will have to pay for Gold Cup your first time. So you're getting basically an extra 3 weeks of free Gold Cup. So take advantage of it, learn it, study it. You're getting an extra 3 weeks of Gold Cup, so for free. So like I said, by that time, everything that I want, and plus some things that I want in place. I want everything to be in place by the time this really launches, and you guys have to actually pay the $20. So I want everything that I want on the scanner, so I feel like it was just best to, and they felt it was good to just move it back a little bit. It's not a big deal. You get 3 more free weeks on the scanner, so that's pretty cool. So, like I said, guys, I'm doing the best I can with the developers to get the things that and trust me, the ideas that you guys say, those ideas I tell them, and I try to implement them. It just takes some time because everything is not overnight. No, 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 no. You got to have the platinum package, and this would be $20 a month. Yeah, I'm gonna have Teacup University. I'm just waiting for Jason to let me know when I can drop it. It's basically done. It's done. Just waiting for to maybe that will be something extra that you get with being a Gold Cup member, a Gold Cup member. So maybe that would be something extra you get. I mean, it was gonna be extra anyway, but maybe I'll have it by November 15th also to have it like one big launch with Teacup University and Gold Cup. So as far as using this scanner, like again, when you see this color, that means pink or purple, however it comes up on your screen. That's pending activation. That's pending activation. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the 450. We're gonna have some more guests here because everybody from Next Wave Session is gonna be here also. And this is gonna be recorded, and I'm gonna put it in my Pip Talk, and it'll be on YouTube, so you guys can just go to YouTube and look at this. So as far as the scanner, when you see this color, that means it's a pending activation. That means that the trade is 20 pips, was 20 pips, 15 pips from sell limit price. So now this is a pending Teacup. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just go over this and we'll go over there. We'll go over everything. I'm on for 2 hours today. So I'm on for Lex. So I have to get on his session real quick and let everybody know at 8 o'clock that everybody come to Zoom. So we can put a sell limit price here, stop loss, take profit. When you see a gold one, do not get in. That means it's already triggered. You know, again, I leave it up to you. If it's a couple of pips from the entry and profit, you still might want to get in if you want to. I suggest not to, but some people still want to get in. Who is Teacup Sniper Signal? I don't know who's that. I don't know who's that. Is it Disha? Yeah. Now, if it's past the entry and let's say it's coming back down, you could catch it at the sell limit price. That's cool. That's fine because that's fine. You can do that. What is it? Disha. Looking for NZD Chef. NZD Chef. Where was it? NZD Chef. Was it on the 1 hour or 4 hour? NZD Chef. Let me see. Hour one, okay. Hour one. I don't see it. NZD shot. And that's something I don't see it though. I don't see it. Oh, it was 2 days ago. All right, cool. Well, 2 days ago, no NZD. 2 days ago, there was big news at 5:45 NZD that made all the NZD pairs strong. I think it was today's Thursday. I think it was Tuesday, 5:45. Remember, when news comes out, it still can affect it for the whole day. Okay. So when the EA trade, was it did it trigger, Sean? If it triggers, what happens is it'll disappear and it'll go to the next teacup, but it'll come back with the Gold Cup. Okay, did it? All right. Yeah, I maybe it's a little glitch. Okay, cool. Um, um, yeah, but did it trigger the EA? I think the EA. We all took EA, but I don't think it triggered. Bala, just give me a second because I'm trying to, it's just not about you. I got everybody here too, so I gotta try to look through them. I'll look through these trades because there's probably some trades here that hit stop loss. So we go over them. Again, NZD. There was big news on NZD, which made it strong. NZD was strong for like a day and a half, so um, that could have been it. Right now, like I said, look at this one. NZD is still strong. NZD pairs are moving strong. Are moving strong. Let me see the currency factor. Where is that now? Look at NZD right now. NZD is strong. So again, these are the things that I look at. I look at these things before I take a teacup. I look at these. NZD is strong right now. NZD, Australian dollar, Swiss francs, NZD are strong right now. GBP is getting stronger. So I look at these things. They help you. Remember, guys, the scanner could call. I always tell people like this. The scanner can call. Yeah, you can't hit stop loss too. You can't hit stop loss on the scanner. But I'll go over it, but don't worry about it. I'll get to you NZD. Just give me the price later when I ask you for it, and we'll go over it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, what I try to do when I look at the scanner, this is my way of thinking when I look at the scanner, right? I look at, and remember, you have time. When you see the sell limit order, right, the pending activation order, you have time to go and now go through your confirmation list. Look to see if that currency pair is strong or weak. Which one's strong or weak from the two currency pairs, right? Look to see if there's news coming out. Look to see where the 4 and the 50 is at. Look to see if that sell limit price was prior in the past was a strong support, strong resistance. Like before you put in an order, make sure you have your checklist. I just because the scanner calls it, like the harmonic scanner. There's a lot of trades that the harmonic scanner calls and hits stop loss, right? Because the harmonic scanner is just picking up a pattern in the market, a harmonic pattern in the market. But how Manny teaches it and everybody else teaches it that does the trainings for harmonic scanner IMLTV is they show you how to use it. It's just like I'm showing you how to use this, because if you just take every trade that the harmonic scanner gives you, you might lose a lot because you don't know what you're taking. You're just looking at the entry, stop loss, take profit, boom, and you're just taking it, and that's not how it works. That's how it's not going to work like that. So when you come in here, you want to know what you're doing. You want to know what you're looking at. Listen, the number one thing that I tell you, and I noticed this, and I've noticed this, and I'm being honest, the people that have learned the teacup strategy, their win ratio on the scanner is 80 to 90%. The people that don't know much about the teacup strategy and just coming in here and just using the scanner, their win percentage is like 40%, 30%, because they don't know what they're looking at. They just taking whatever they see. Case in point, my guy Nick, who did a Zoom like last week or 2 weeks ago. The guy does 100 pips a day on Gold Cup. He's been taking teacups for the last 5 months. The people who take teacups, I'm telling you, they're gonna win 80 to 90% of the scanning because they're gonna already know what to look for, what they're looking for, what to take. You just can't take. It's just like just because a person gives you a signal doesn't mean you have to take every signal that person gives you. You know, look at what he's giving you, analyze it. Why did he give you that signal? Some people just take it because the guy, they think that he could trade, and he probably can, or she can trade, but they just take the signal. Log out, log back in. If you can't hear log out, log back in. You know, you have to know what you're looking at, you know? And you know what the scanner does, believe it or not, that you guys don't even see? The scanner gives you a lot of teacup setups that it don't even pick up, but you can actually pick it up yourself, go analyze it, and maybe take it yourself, even though the scanner didn't call it. That's another thing that you guys didn't realize. The scanner is giving you a lot of teacup setups. A lot of teacup setups that it's not picking up because the scanner is not going to pick up everything. But there's a lot of setups that the scanner picks up that the scanner gives you. For example, I'm going to give you an example right here. Let's just say, for example, like, let me see if I can find one here. I can't find one with this pair. But I've been seeing a lot of teacups that the scanner might miss because by a couple of prices, but you can actually take it yourself on your MT4. So you know the scanner is going to help you. It's going to help you learn the strategy, but you got to want to learn it too. Crazy. You got to want to learn the strategy too. It can't just be about the scanner giving you all the calls. Oh yeah, I'll give it to you guys in the group. I'll give it to you guys in the group in the teacup discussion. He's actually in the teacup discussion group, but he sent me the recording, so I'll give it to you guys in the group. So again, when you're coming into this, you want to know what you're looking at. You know, you want to know what you're looking at. Like right here, you see how this teacup was called, but it's pushing up. Why? Because the Australian dollar right here in the currency meter, is high. So now you know, okay, you know what? This teacup right here, kind of dicey. Okay, somebody put the telegram. You should be able to hear. Let me see. You guys should be able to hear. You guys should be able to hear. Hold on, let me get on Lex Wave session. Give me 1 second. Guys, give me 1 second to get on Lex Wave session. Yeah, give me the teacup discussion group, telegram. Give me 1 second to get on Lex Wave session. Delete this. I need to have this. Let me get on Lex Wave session here. Let everybody know that I'm funding in for Lex. Okay, let me log out here. Let me go to Lex Wave session. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just go into this session. Let everybody know that I'm on Zoom right now. It lets me get a session. Okay. So yeah, guys. So you wanna when you're taking the scanner, you want to know the rules for teacups. So let me get there. Let me go back to the charts here. Yeah, can somebody give him the link for the teacup discussions, please? It's got to be something with the link. So when you're looking at this, you want to see what's going on. What currency pairs are hot? What currency pairs are cold? This is again NZD CAD that is going up. NZD is CAD is weak. So if CAD is weak, NZD is strong, and the currency meter right here. NCD is strong, CAD is weak. So basically that's letting you know that CAD teacup, be careful. It's not one that you can take because the CAD is weak at the moment. USD Swiss has triggered. What's it called on the 1 hour? USD Swiss has triggered. Let me see, 1 hour USD Swiss. See, so let me. Yeah, it has triggered. It has triggered right now. So give it like a second or two for this to change colors. We'll go back to it, but it'll change colors now. And just give it a second or two to change colors. No, GoVerse. Oh, good. That's Luke's. That's Luke's side. The GoVerse Telegram. That's Luke's. No, you can take CAD. You can take CAD Chef because, as you can see here, Chef is strong and CAD is weak. So when you're taking CAD Chef, that means you're going with Swiss francs. You're going with Swiss francs. So yeah, you could take that one. That's what we're looking at right now. Oh, perfect. So what I would do is I would be placing my sell limit right now. I'll place my sell limit. Let's go ahead and place that sell limit. So when it comes back up to price, it could trigger and it could drop. Let me make sure my people here in Next Wave session are tuned in. Make sure people here are tuned in. So let's take that one right there. Let's put a sell limit there. Let's take that one right there. So does everybody take that right there? Everybody got that? Sell limit 0.76252. Matter of fact, let me take it myself. It'll be live. For some reason, the dollar opened up strong right now. For some reason, opened up a little strong. As I can see, it's opened up a little strong. Let me take this. Let me take this teacup though. Hold on, because I want to take this teacup where you guys CAD. Where's the cash chef? Let's go trade. Sell limit. Put a sell limit here. Price. We're doing it all together here. 76252. Stop loss 76552. 2. Take profit 76002. So we got that. All right, so I'm in for that right there. Everybody else in? Those are my cross pairs. Because if you're taking a teacup with cash Swiss and you're taking a teacup with USD Swiss, that means you're going with USD Swiss. You're going with Swiss. I'm going to go with Swiss. So both of those teacups are you're taking the same currency pair. Remember, the one on the right is the one that you're taking. So if you're taking USD Swiss, you should take cash Swiss, because Swiss is strong right now. No, what's correlated? Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter when it comes. Remember, you're taking, no matter what, you're taking the pair on the right hand side. When you're taking the teacup, you're taking the pair that the pair on the right hand side is going to be stronger than the pair on the left. Let's see USD Swiss. Hold on, because I want to get into this USD Swiss. Where did USD Swiss go? What happened to USD Swiss? What happened to USD Swiss? Where's USD Swiss? What happened to USD Swiss? Where'd it go? Oh man, I can't find it now. We'll look at UCAD. I'm in UCAD too. We'll look at UCAD. But you was at the top? I don't see it though. Where is you? We just saw USD Swiss. Yeah, I don't see it on my screen. Unless I'm going blind, but I don't see it. I see UJ. Let me refresh this. Okay, let me go back to Lex's room, let everybody know to come here. Four hours. It was a 4 hour. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back here. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see now. Refresh. Let me go to 4 hours because I don't see nothing right now. Do you guys have it on the 1 hour on your chart? I don't see it on mine. I don't see it. I know I'm not blind. I mean, a little bit, but I know I can see these. I don't see USD Swiss. Yeah, I see the one on the 4 hour, but the one that we was looking at, maybe it might come back. Let's see what happens. It might come back. Let's see what happens. Give it a second. Let me make sure the people in the next wave session are transferring over here. I don't see nobody, and maybe they just came to my channel. It probably did. It probably did disappear to bring our new sell limit. So let's go back to the screen now. Yeah, the dollar, dollar's playing around right now. Let's look at, can everybody see my MT4 screen? Okay, so now, can everybody see my MT4 screen? How about now? All right, so we're doing some live trading here. As you can see, I'm down a little bit, son, with UCAD. Let's see right here. So, man, it might come up to this teacup. Looks like it's gonna come up to this teacup. All right, so as you can see, guys, okay, so 4 to 50. So this is the 50 moving average, right? 50 moving average is exponential. The 4 moving average is simple. Four is simple. 50 is exponential. Fifty is exponential. So on your Gold Cup screen, let me go to my Gold Cup screen real quick. Got 10 lot out there. Let me go to my Gold Cup screen. On your Gold Cup screen, this is the 50 is blue, the 4 is simple. Now, there's another strategy that I use. Right, there's another. I use the 4 and the 50 moving average. For example, let me go back and share my count. So let's look at this. So when the 4 and the 50 cross right here, does everybody see the 4 and the 50 cross? Right? This is another strategy that I use. When the 4 and the 50 cross, I usually do a market execution buy. When the 4 and the 50 cross on its way up, I usually do a market execution buy. 50 is exponential. 50 is exponential. On Gold Cup, 50 is the blue moving average. 4 is simple. On Gold Cup, the 4 moving average is the black moving average. Where's the switch? What just happened there? Oh. So I would do that. Yeah, once they cross and I see some separation, I'm gonna do a market execution buy. Now I'm always gonna put my stop loss right under the 50 moving average just in case it fakes me out and it wants to come back down, right? Now when the 4 crosses the 50 on its way down, like it did here, now it didn't really cross here. Let me look for another example. When the 4 crosses the 50 on its way down here, get some separation, you want to do a market execution sell, even though this one didn't really give you much, give you like 27 pips. Give you like 27 pips. I didn't even know I was in this trade. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was in this trade. That's right. That's right. So, let me erase this right here. So, let me try to give you a better example. Oh, right here also, look. Right here when the 4 crossed the 50, like this. Yeah, I use everything. I use everything. I use everything. When the 4 crossed the 50 here, right, and I see some separation, when I see, at least when I see this type of gap, when I see this type of gap from the 4 and the 50, I'm going to do a market execution buy because I know it's going to go up. And this went up. Let's just see if you would have caught a buy here, let's say around here. That gave you 62 pips. 62 pips. So now, vice versa. Yes, 50 exponential. It doesn't matter the time frame. If you the higher the time frame, the better it is, honestly, for you. Right here, when the 4 and the 50 cross, and I saw this type of separation, I'm gonna sell. How many pips did he give me? I would have did a market execution sell right here. A cool 56 pips. So, you know, that's another strategy that I use. I use that other strategy. Oh my God, these people don't understand. Hold on. Join me on Zoom. I'm sorry, wrong person. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get these people to join me on Zoom. Join. All right, so let me get back here. So cool. So we over here. Looks like dollar looks like it wants to do something here. I don't know why. Check gold. Ooh. Oh my God. What is, man, gold never hit. Damn, gold never hit. See, I had gold. You see, I had gold right here. It just missed my entry on gold when it came back. Man, I knew I should have got in, man. Gold's about to do something. That means the dollar is weak. That means the dollar is weak. So the dollar is weak. Apply too close for MA. Oh my God. I mean, I got like 100 trades out there now. Sheesh. 14, 7, and 7. 14, 7, and 3. 14, 7, and 3. I got too many trades out right now. 14, 7, and 3. Everything triggered. Sheesh. I feel like everything triggered. Let me get away. You know what? Let me just delete some pending orders. I got too many trades out. In 1 second. I won't be having 100 trades out now either. I got like 80 trades out right now. All on 5 standing lot. Sheesh. 1, 2. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 trades out right now. I got 20 standards out right now. All right, so let's see what happens. Cash Chef. Let's look at Cash Chef real quick. Let me hold on, let me not concentrate on this right here. Give me 1 second. I don't have to concentrate on that. Let's get back to trading. Yeah, it's activated Cash Chef. Okay, so let's see what happens here. There's a teacup right here. See, yeah, Cash Chef just activated. If you can't hear, just log out and log back in. If you can't hear. So, okay, so as far as me taking cash, damn, I'm taking Cash Chef. I should have not took Cash Chef. Now I'm thinking about it. So let me show you what a teacup. Let's learn some teacups. Let's learn some teacups. While we're here, we got everybody here. Let me make sure everybody in the Lex Wave session is here. Let me just let them know. Join me on Zoom. All right, so let's learn about teacups, right? So you guys can learn about teacups. I need you to learn about teacups. Everybody sees my screen, right? Everybody sees my screen, right? Everybody sees my MT4 screen, right? All right, cool. So this is what we're looking for when it comes to a teacup. That's what we're looking for. So we're looking for a bullish candlestick. He comes back tomorrow. Damn, you don't like me? Sheesh. This guy don't like me. Pelican 1, 2, 3. Don't like me. So we're looking for a bullish candlestick followed by a bearish candlestick, right? There's 4 steps to the teacup strategy. There's 4 steps. And this guy wants me out already. I only been on his session for 11 minutes. Pelican 1, 2, 3. Give me a break. Let me warm up to you. You know what I'm saying? Let me warm up to you. Sheesh. Right? So we have a bullish candlestick followed by a bearish candlestick. That's step number 1 for a teacup, right? Bullish candlestick followed by bearish. Step number 2 is your third candle either has to be a lower low or lower high, right? It either has to be a lower low or lower high. So step number 1 is a bullish candlestick followed by a bearish candlestick. Then the third candlestick has to be a lower low, lower high. A lower low is a bearish candlestick that's lower than its previous low. A lower high is that it made a lower high than the previous high candle, which would have been this one. For this instance, this is a lower low, right? Cool. So now, once you get the first two steps, bullish, bearish, lower low, bullish, bearish, lower low. No, this is a lower low right here. This is a lower low. Got to know your lower lows and lower highs. That's very important. Right? So once you see this, bullish, bearish, lower low, you're going to come here, place your resistance line on the body of the bullish and bearish candlestick, which in turn will give you a sell limit price. Teacups are always sell limits. So now let me place an arrow. It zoomed. All right, hold on. Let me reshare. Hold on. Now let me reshare. Give me 1 second. All right, so it's back. Everything's good, right? So now I'm gonna put these arrows so you can see. Bullish, bearish, lower low. We have this established. I'll show you an example. Bullish, bearish. Let's just do this. Let's start here so we can get people just knowing the strategy. Please, I got you guys. Bullish, bearish, lower low, right? Yes, exactly. It's the same, but the candle is blue instead of red, but it's lower than the previous high candle. Lower high means that candle is lower than the previous high candle, which in my charts would be blue because these are the bullish candles for me, right? So bullish, bearish, lower low. Once we establish that, you want to come over here, take your resistance line, place it at the body of the bullish and bearish candlestick, and then all you're doing is then getting your sell limit price, which would be, what's your sell limit price? Because when you put the resistance line, that gives you your sell limit price. Sell limit would have been sell limit 0.76611, right? So that's your sell limit price. So now all you're doing is placing your sell limit and then waiting for it to come back around and trigger your sell limit price. So when you get the first 4 steps, let's go over them. First step, identifying the bullish and bearish candlestick that even out at the body right here. Then, no, listen to what I'm telling you. Bullish, bearish, lower low. Bullish, bearish, first step. Second step, this third candle has to be a lower low or lower high. When you see it's either one, then you come here, place your resistance line at the body of the bullish and bearish candlestick. That in turn leads you to step number 4, which is placing your sell limit price. When you place your resistance line at the body of the bullish and bearish candlestick, it gives you the sell limit price. So whatever number it lands, that's the price. So this landed where we had it here, sell limit 0.76611. And all you're doing is waiting for it to come back around, like it is here. It zoomed out. Hold on. Right? So, boom. Once it comes back around, all you're doing is waiting for it to come back around. Came back around, triggered, and then what happens when it triggered? Damn, my drawing sucks. It dropped, right? How many pips did it drop? Now, this is the 1 hour, so we're looking for 25 pips, but it actually dropped 50 pips. Actually dropped 50 pips. So when we catch a teacup on the 1 hour, yeah, zoom, right? When we catch it on the 1 hour, we're looking for 25 pips. When we catch a teacup on the 4 hour, we're looking for 50 pips. When we catch it on the daily, we're looking for 75. Now, if you notice on the scanner, on the Gold Cup scanner, I gave you 2 take profits on the 4-hour, which is always 30 pips. Always 30 pips. I gave you 2 take profits on the scanner on the 4-hour, which is 25 and 50. And on the daily, I gave you 3, 25, 50, and 75. Because I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to get your pips and get out the market. That was like the most important thing, is to get in and get out the market. So that was like my main goal, is to get you guys in and out of the market. So that was my main goal, right? Is to get you guys in and out of the market. You can use it. It's a guide. You don't have to. It's just there for decorational purposes for me personally, right? So you don't have to use it, but it's a good indicator if you want to. I'm not really a big indicator guy. I use the 4 and the 50 because it correlates with my teacup strategy, but I'm not a big indicator guy, to be honest with you. But you can use that, the stochastics, you can use that. But they're all over. The teacups are all over the place. It's just identifying which ones are good and which ones are bad. Like I tell people all the time, you want to make sure there's no news coming out. You want to make sure the 4 and the 50. You see here, right? Right here, the 4 and the 50 cross all the way down here. You guys see that, right? The 4 and the 50 cross all the way down here. So by the time it comes up here and starts forming the pattern, it's already crossed. It's exhausted, basically. So you know, once it comes here, it forms a pattern that the next time it comes back around, it's going to hit the pattern, hit the sell limit price, and drop. Hit that resistance line and drop. So let's look at some other ones here. That had a gap. So let's not go to anything that had a gap. NZD USD. Let's go to NZD USD. Is there a teacup there? NZD USD. Okay, right here, look. So right here, bullish, bearish, lower low. Bullish, bearish, lower low. Come here, take your arrow so you can see what you're looking at. Bullish, bearish, lower low. It came back around. What happens when it came back around? What did it do when it came back around? Started doing what? Started dropping. But right here, you got to be careful. Why? Because the 4 and the 50 just crossed. But look what's happening. The 4 and the 50 crossed, but it's faking you out. It's starting to fake you out. It's starting to fake you out. You see, it's starting to fake you out. It's curving down. And the stochastics lets you know that it's overbought. It's mainly overbought. Yes, the 4 and the 50 makes it easy for you. The 4 and the 50 makes it easy for you. But remember, what did I just say? Let's go look at the currency pairs. Let's look at the currency pairs. Hold on. Let's look at the currency pairs. Let me share my screen. What currency pairs are strong right now? Let me refresh it. And you tell me what currency pairs are strong right now. Now all of a sudden, the dollar's strong and Swiss is weak. The dollar was strong and the Swiss is weak now. CAD is a little bit stronger than the Swiss, but the dollar all of a sudden is strong. Probably because the dollar opened. The market is about to open with the dollar. For the dollar, probably that. And this changes. So you have to always, keep looking at it. The yen looks like it's strong. Euro's strong now. The dollar's strong. Right now, Swiss francs is weak. Canadian dollar's weak. That's no good. That's no good. That's definitely no good. Definitely no good. But let's see how it plays out. Let's look at USD Swiss. USD Swiss right now. Looks like the dollar looks like it's very strong right now. Dollar's very strong right now. But let's see if that's just a little push right now. Let's see if that's a little push right now. Let's see right here. Let's see at this zone right here. $450 crossed over here. Cash Swiss. Well, Cash Swiss, they're both weak at the moment. So they're both weak at the moment. I got to see where the dollar goes. The dollar's trying to break out. Let me see UCAD. If you can't just log out and log back in, let's see what happens with UCAD here. Well, as you can see, UCAD is starting to come back down. It hit a nice teacup up here. Well, it almost hit this teacup. See, I was in this teacup for UCAD right here. Came down. So let's see what happens with UCAD. Let's see with Cash Swiss. Cash Swiss looks like it wants to run away. Might form a W though. Let's see. Let's see if it holds right here. This is the key. This is going to be key right here. It's going to break out this. I think it broke out. This is going to be key as this 50 moving average. That 50 moving average is going to be key right there. What am I suggesting? Let's see. Let's see what happens here. This is going to be a pivot point right here. Honestly, it looks like it might come to this advanced teacup right here. Looks like it might come to this advanced teacup, and let's see what happens. Yeah, regular stochastic. Wick is forming here. Let's see what happens here. This was a nice teacup on the daily. Woo. Whoever caught this on the daily, bullish bear. Oh, this is a lower high. So you want an example, people? This is a perfect example. Perfect example of a lower high. See this candle right here? Bullish, bearish, lower high. I can't explain the advanced teacup. On Sunday, I'll do it because right now we have too many beginners and people from next wave session. Bullish, bearish, lower high. This is the lower high. That means that this lower high, this made a high which is lower than the previous high, which was this right here, this candle right here. So bullish, bearish, lower high. Take your resistance line, place it at the body. This had a wick here. Let me see how far is this wick. This wick might be more than 15 pips. Yeah, 14 pips, so that's fine. So right here, place at the body of the bullish and bearish candlestick. But what's next wave session though? I don't understand, Jonathan. Wait for it to come back around. When it triggered right here, let's see how many pips it went down when you caught that daily teacup. Now we're looking for 75. It actually went down 50. There's another one on top right here too. No, if the wick is more than 15 pips, there's another teacup right here. But while you wait for this teacup, this teacup's within a teacup. So while you wait for this teacup to come back around here at this price, which it'll eventually get to this price. You have teacups within a teacup. Oh, who is Lex Waves? He's another educator. He's an amazing educator. I get on his sessions every day because he can really teach. He can really teach. I get on his sessions every day. So right here, as you're waiting for one teacup to happen, right? As you're waiting for one teacup to happen, this teacup happened within it. So as you're waiting for this teacup to happen, right, let me show you. 50 pips. If the wick is 50 pips, I will take my resistance line and place it in the middle between the top of the wick and the body. So we're waiting for this big teacup. As we're waiting for this big teacup, we have a teacup in it that actually gave you 50 pips. If you start looking around, a lot of the reason why I do teacups is because a lot of times people don't know how they want to trade. You know, there's a lot of people that they trying to figure out how they want to trade. You know, what kind of trader they want to be, what style. Teacups is something that you can learn fast and make money off of it, and then go on and keep learning what you're trying to learn or become as far as a trader. So that's why I teach the strategy that I came up with, because it's easy for people to learn and make money while they try to advance their trading style. So let's look at it. Let me see it. So let's see what happens here. The daily's still a downtrend on the daily, so let's see what's going on here on the hour. Yeah, I think it's gonna come up to this line right here. It's gonna come up to this point right here. I want to see what happens when it comes to this point. If it's gonna come here and then drop again. That's what I want to see. So let's look at GJ. Yes, Lex is a technical trader. He's an amazing trader. Amazing trader. To me personally, him and Oren, my two favorite. So right here, what do we have right here? What is this right here that we're looking at? What is this that we're looking at? We're looking for what? What pattern are we looking for? We're looking for bullish, bearish, lower low, right? Now notice how the market, how the 4 and the 50 crossed, but then right away it looped back around. It faked you out. Faked you out. Bullish, bearish, lower low, came back around, triggered. This is the 1 hour. So let's see if it gave you 25 pips. Gave you 40 pips. There's another teacup right here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call this teacup right now. You just gotta go to Forex Advanced, and then his schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Of course, no, my boy, no, but they asking about Lex. Of course, Manny's on my team. Oren's on my team. I know educators. Manny does an amazing job with the harmonic scanner at 12 o'clock today. You have Manny, you have Oren, you have Stevenson, you have our man Kevin Serrano at 9 a.m. He's amazing, especially with GJ. This is Kevin's pair. Kevin knows everything about GJ. Kevin knows everything about GJ. That's his pair. He gets on at 9 o'clock. You have Abel. Abel will teach you the fundamentals of trading at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at 11 a.m. Guys, we have a lot of people. And of course, you can't forget the binary king himself, Ness. Ness is the binary king right now. Ness is killing it. I've seen Ness grow a $4,000 account to 100,000. in like 4 months, 3 or 4 months. Matter of fact, the month of September, his account was at 17,000 and it shot up all the way to 100,000. Ness does the binary options. Make sure you get on all that. Make sure that you guys are on these sessions. You know why? It's very important because you're paying for the product. You're paying for this product. So always 30 pips. Stop loss is always 30 pips above your sell limit. Stop loss is always 30 pips above your sell limit price. Always. No matter what. So right here, we got a nice teacup on GJ right here at 148.076. That's a nice teacup right there. I like that teacup. I like this teacup right here. I will put Nick's recording on the teacup discussions group and Pip Talk. I will put it there. This is definitely a nice teacup right here on GJ. Bullish, bearish, lower low. Wait for it to come back around. See, all you're doing is waiting for this to come back around. Patiently waiting for it to come back around. What are you doing? Man, my drawing skills have gotten worse and worse as I gotten older. Let's see this one. Let's see. So what you're doing is just wait. It's a cup. You're waiting for it to come back around, trigger your sell limit, boom, drop. This is the 1 hour, so we're looking for 25 pips. Now, another thing that I've been learning. No, I don't buy. But I don't buy to go up to a teacup. That I don't do. But I do buy if I see something like this. This is a strong support. Line chart. This is a strong support right here. Right? This is a strong support. Right? So it worked here. So that's letting me know, yeah, 1 hour teacup, 25 pips. 4 hour 50, daily 75. Okay, you don't get it with the 4 and the 50s. This is simple. When the 4 crosses the 50, like it did right here. See the 4 cross the 50 right here? Boom. Now that's coming, the inverted teacup strategy is coming. Right here, boom, right? Right here, boom. When the 4 and the 50 cross, and then you see some separation from the 4 and the 50 like this gap right here, you want to do a market execution buy. You want to do a market execution buy. When the 4 crosses the 50 like this on its way down, and you see a gap like this, a gap of separation between the 4 and the 50 once it crosses either on the way up or down, right here, cross on the way down, you want to sell. And right here, let's see how many pips you would have got. I try to go for 20 to 30. I don't get greedy. I mean, depending on the time frame. If I catch it on a 4 hour, I know I'm good for 40 to 50. If I catch it on a daily, you might be good for like 2 or 3 days. If you get some separation, honestly. You might be good for 2 or 3 days. So right here, let's just say right here, you sell market execution right here. That's like 47 pips. Buy execution here, once you see the separation, 87 pips. Orange is the 50 on my screen, and 4 is simple, moving average. That's the 50 exponential. That's the 50, and then the white here is simple. I zoomed out again. All right, hold on. Let me share. It's moving kind of slow. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me reshare this. I'm making a video on how to use Go Cup, so you guys will have that too coming. I'm doing it this weekend. A video on how to use Go Cup, so you'll have that too. Yeah, but you want to see separation. Yeah, Go Cup video that's coming also. You want to see some separation, like right here. When the 4 crosses the 50, you want to see at least a gap, right? Like a gap like this, and then you could buy. You want to see a gap because it could do this and loop back down on you. That's why I place my stop loss right under the 4 and the 50, somewhere around here, just in case it wants to loop back down. I lose 10 to 15 pips. And even over here, when it loops up, when it loops down here, I'll place my stop loss somewhere around here. So if I got it on a sell, if I get in here and I got it in a sell going down, I'm only losing like not a lot of pips, just in case it wants to turn around and fake you out. Teacup discussions group. Yes, I well recorded from the scanner. So let's see. Let's see. Well, this 50 moving average also, which I like, plays as a strong support and strong resistance. So this 50 moving average, a lot of times it bounces off of it and starts heading back in our direction. So let's see what happens. Let's see where this closes at 9 o'clock. If it closes under this 50 moving average, that means it's probably going to start going back down again. So let's just see what happens there. Let's look at AUZD. Let me see here. Teacup here, teacup, boom. How many pips is this from this? Let's see. Oh, that's a good 40 pips, so that's fine. This is a nice teacup right here. This right here is a nice teacup. Hey, you just said about the teacup. All right. This is actually a nice teacup right here. Bullish, bearish, lower high. Bullish, bearish, lower high. Take your resistance line, place it on the body, gives you your selling price, which will be 1.08925. And all you do is wait for it to come back around. Look, this teacup is gonna trigger. I know that for sure. This teacup is going to trigger. Boom. Trigger, then give you a 25 pay drop. Somewhere around here. Honestly, I don't really use the stochastics too much. I'll look at it, but I really sometimes don't even look at them. I forget that they're there, believe it or not. This is AUDNZD. Honestly speaking, I forget that they're there sometimes. Oh shit, damn. I deleted the arrow by accident there. I forget that they're there sometimes. So this is a nice teacup. Oh, well, what happened? I think I moved this. Yeah, this is a nice teacup right here. So this right here would be a nice one. Nah, I don't use the stochastics really for nothing. I check them to see. You know what I check them? This is where I check them. I check them when they're under 20 and over 80. That's when I look at them. When they're down here, right here, I'll check them. When it's up here somewhere over 80, I know it's overbought, right? You see right here, strong buy. Right here, strong buy. Anything under this is a strong buy. Anything over this is a strong sell. 25 pips. I don't know. This wick is over 50 pips. How's this wick over 50 pips? This wick is 5 pips. This is 5 pips. What are you talking about? 50. This is 5 pips. 50 would be all the way over here. 50 would be like up here somewhere, the wick. Now this wick right here is 5 pips. The 5 pip wick. Measure it. Look, guys. From here, take your crosshairs. 6 pips. 6 pips. Apologize. 6 pips. Yeah, it's not 50. Ooh, you scared me there. So you're just waiting for this to come back around. If you want to take this teacup, this is 1.89. Yeah, people use teacups off the 15-minute. This sell limit right here. I like this teacup. The 450 already crossed. This would have been the first teacup. That's fine. So let me see this price before. As you can see, right? Okay, perfect example, guys. As you can see, where I have my resistance line, what happened when it came up to the zone? It shot back down, right? Came up here, shot back down. So I know this is a good point where if it comes back up in the future, it's going to give it some trouble. So that makes it a good teacup. The 4 and the 50 already crossed. This is 40 pips away from it. Another sign. Now, the only thing that I will have to look at is for news. The 4 and the 50 have to, you cannot take the nearest teacup after the 4 and the 50. If, like this right here would have been, well, this not really, but you want to give the 4 and the 50 some breathing room, at least 35 pips for it to come up. I don't want to take any teacup within 20 pips of the 4 and the 50, 15 pips, 10 pips, not even 25. 35 and up, I feel comfortable. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of complicated charts. I'm not that good at the complicated stuff. Yes, 50 is exponential, 4 is simple. Jesus. Put down some pips here. So let's see what happens. The dollar looks like it's gaining some strength today. I don't know why it's gaining some strength. This is GJ is 148.076. Yeah, you can wait. You can wait. You know, it's funny. I had a teacup that I took, right, on a daily on GCAT on July 30th, right? I took it on July 30th. It triggered September 14th, 15th, or 16th around there. Like almost 2 months later, it triggered on the daily and then dropped 100 pips. I got my 75 pips and got out. But it triggered like almost 2 months later. So, you know, sometimes it's a waiting game. Like, you know, things could just trigger fast. And things could take time to trigger, you know? So let's see what the dollar's doing here. Dollar's like, and listen, look at GJ is definitely coming down to this zone right here. Now, guys, this is what I tell you, right? Fundamental trading, right? A lot of times trading happens between support and resistance. I just called the GJ trade right here. A teacup right here, 148.076. A lot of times trading is between support and resistance, right? So let's just say from here to here, how many pips is that? 60 pips. So we have what? It looks like a W, right? The leg, looks like a W from here, right? So right here, right, at this juncture here, if you're gonna if you want to say, listen, when can I get in on GJ for it to go back up, right? Right here would be a nice entry for a buy. It's a sell right now. But if you want to get in, come in, look, a couple of times it bounced here, bounced here, bounced here. Now let's see what happens when it comes back to this zone. This might be a nice buy for you to get 20 fast pips. If it doesn't break this zone when it comes down, because it's definitely coming down here, right? It's definitely coming down here. It's got like 27 pips, anywhere from 17 to 21 pips to get here. If it's probably going to come here, see if it can pass this low right here. If it can't pass this low, that's your inclination for you to go on a buy and catch yourself 20, 30 pips real quick. You know, so, you know, you got to look at these things because the market lives in between support and resistance until it breaks out. Came up here, boom, came down, boom, probably come down again. If it doesn't break, if it can't break this low, where do you think it's going to go? Right back up. So things like that. If you want to come into the market and get 50 pips a day, these are ways you can get 50 pips a day, a guaranteed 50 pips a day. Just look at a couple of pairs and draw your support and resistance and see how they bounce back and forth from it. No, it doesn't matter what lot size you do for teacup. Doesn't matter. It's whatever your account can hold. It's whatever your account can hold, basically. So, man, the dollar wants to be strong right now. Dollar wants to be strong right now. Only down 10 pips. Down. Oh, for 10,000, yeah, I would do a standard on 10,000 account. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. So we got other currency pairs. Okay, boom, right? So right here we had a teacup bullish bearish lower low. The 4 and the 50 cross came up, faked you out, and then dropped. I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens. I hate when that happens. It looks like a W right here, or it looks like a M. Could be an M. Yeah, it looks like a little M right there. I hate when that happens. But notice this, right? Look at structure, right? Look at structure. What happened the 3 times it came down to the zone? I like getting off the candle, not the wick. What happens the 3 times it came to the zone? It rejected it, right? So pay attention to GJ now. Yeah, so pay attention to GJ when it comes to the zone. Right? So pay attention. It might come to the zone. If it doesn't break it, if it can't break this low, this is the key. This is the key right here. If it doesn't break this zone right here, this low, previous day's low, then you know what? Take it back up. Catch yourself a nice amount of pips. And that could be your day trading. I try to do 50 pips a day at a 3 standard, but as you can see, I had a couple of more standards on some stuff, but I try to do it. Yesterday, guys, right here, I made a killing off of this yesterday. Off of this zone right here, I made a killing yesterday off of this zone. This is EJ. I made a killing off this zone yesterday, guys. I made an absolute killing off this zone. That's what it was. It was the 1 hour. Made an absolute killing off the zone. I kept getting it bouncing back and forth. Bouncing back and forth. It lived in the zone yesterday. Just lived in the zone yesterday. Right here was the zone. Let me see. Where was it? I caught it at. Yeah, I was catching these all day yesterday. All day. The market lives in the zone. Market lives in the zone. And once you figure that out, you'll be fine. The market lives in zones. Doesn't break this right here. If it comes back down again, let me see, 1, 2, 3 touches. 3 touches. Comes back down again, it doesn't break it. What you gonna do? When it comes to teacups, I can trade any pair, so it doesn't even matter. I can trade any pair when it comes to teacups. Cash App is a good Cash App. Let's see what Cash App is at right now. Cash App keeps playing with this though. You see, you see where I put my line at? It could break that zone. Good possibility. It could. I want to see where this closes at. If it closes under, I want to see where this closes. If it closes under this line right here, because this was a strong support. If you notice, this was a strong support before. Right here. This resistance line that I put is a strong support. That's why I put it there. But let's see if it breaks it. Let's see where it lands at 9 o'clock. If it closes over it, because that happened to me yesterday in gold. So let's see what happens. Let's look at gold. Gold gives you a lot of teacups too. Gold looks like it's about to go up. Gold looks like it's about to go up. Gold wants to go up. Gold wants to go up. NZD Chef. Let's go to NZD Chef. NZD Chef. For the lady that's been waiting. NZD Chef. 65071. 65071. 65071. Well, I don't know what was that. Yeah, I mean, you caught this right here. This is, look at the 4 and the 50. It's you at the worst position you could ever be in when it came to the 4 and the 50. This is where you had it at. Bullish, bearish. Yeah, look at this. Look at the 4 and 50 crossing. Oh, you was dead. Why'd you even start? Before you even started, you was dead. Sorry for the words, but you lost before you even started. If you had that position. Yeah, you lost before you even started, unfortunately, because of the 4 and the 50. Yeah, of course. How you get gold? Symbols, metal, there goes gold. Cash F, Cash F, Cash F. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this. 4 bars. Please go back. Let's analyze 4 bars before I think I saw a teacup. Well, look at my videos. I have a lot of videos on If you go to my teacup discussions group, somebody put the link for the teacup discussions group. You'll see the videos that I have there. And it explains a lot of the 450. Wow, this is not looking good. I don't like this right here. Oh, I'm not liking this. Let's see what happens here. You can't, no, you can't. This is a pivotal point. Let's see where this closes. Cash F, yeah, Cash F. I mean, listen, it's what? How many pips in drawdown? You have a 30 pip stop loss. Right now is it's 13 pips in drawdown. I mean, teacups, that happens with teacups, but they'll come back around. Everything's supposed to go. Okay, let's see what happens. UD cat. Where was your U cat? Mate, I think I should know about my teacups as far as not happening. I mean, a lot of teacups sometimes being drawn down 15, 20 pips. That's why I give you a 30 pip stop loss. That's why I give you a 30 pip stop loss. So because I give myself 30 pips with it. Maybe you haven't been in my group, sir, but IMOTV for the last 5 months, I've called 149 calls. I've hit 138. So I think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the strategy. I'm not worried about the resistance lines that I put. I'm just putting them to see what zones they're in. So, mate, if you ain't know, for the last 5 months on IMOTV, I made 149 calls and I hit 138 of them. So you can't get gold. It depends what broker you have. Some brokers don't have gold. Some brokers don't have gold. So it just depends on your broker. Yeah, go back, look at the videos. Remember, there's rules to this, guys. You wanna know if that price was before good support, good resistance. That gives you. Just go to Gold Cup, look for the gold trade, click it, and if you see a purple teacup, that means it's pending. It's very simple. Yeah, share the link again one more time. Share the link one more time and see so everybody can get on. Share the link one more time. GN. I haven't analyzed GN honestly. I know Lex told me yesterday that GN's a good long. He thinks GN is going to be a good long position, so I trust Lex. So the address to the group doesn't work. You could go look at. You could look at. Go to Telegram and search Teacup Discussions. Teacup Discussions. Teacup Discussions. You could look at that. Teacup Discussions. If your USD says in 2 hours sell limit, you just leave it. What you mean 2 hours sell limit? I don't. What, news in 2 hours? I'm confused. That means no. That means that it happened 2 hours ago. Like it formed a pattern 2 hours ago. If I think that's what you're saying. The dollar is in strength right here. Yeah, it says what it means 2 hours. That means that I gotta look at it. Um, that should be the group right there. That should be the group right there. Yeah, I think the dollar gonna start coming back down. All right, guys. So let me get out of here. Kevin's up next. I'm actually gonna get on his session. So I'm out of here, guys. Thank you. The recording will be up on Pip Talk and on IML. I'll put it on Pip Talk and all IML platforms. So and in the groups. So I see you guys Sunday.